Let's see, 3 jungle bans. Lee Sin ban for Astral. Okay, no Shinjao ban. Let's see what ADCs are up. Varus is still up. We can see Varus, Kallista's up. Maybe we see Kallista lock in response for Astral. There's the Callista. Do we get mid lane now? Maokai. Okay, no, I guess it is tough to... Because I know that Cody's pretty good at Ahri. But it might be tough into the Talia. So PSG will snap up the Talia. Makes picking Ahri kind of scary. What do we get? I mean, yesterday we saw that Varus Rumble was out pushing Callista Renata. I don't know if that's how that matchup's supposed to go. Wukong and the Maokai can be tough. I feel like something like Shinjao would have been better. Alright, so Astral, more early playmaking then, because Wukong is a fairly slow jungler. One of the slowest in the meta right now. Very much a power farm and hit level 6. Nico! Okay, I guess that's a flex pick. Decent into Talia. And Varus, double immobile backline. So now we're probably going to see support bans. I would be expecting a lot of support bans. So we already have the Rumble support out. Let's see, here's the problem though, is that Nico is a flex pick. It could be support, it could be mid. So do you ban top lane? Do you hit the top lane pool? Maybe Aatrox ban? Twisted Fate. Okay, so they did end up hitting the top lane pool. I haven't seen Zalthe play much Twisted Fate. I've been seeing him more in Bruiser picks. Okay, so Zalthe Renekton. Udyr would be fine. Udyr does beat Renekton. Kind of old school. Ozzy's actually one of the only top laners left who plays Udyr. Most people dropped Udyr come playoffs, but Ozzy was still picking it. I wouldn't be surprised to see it locked in. And we also saw a Renata hover, so we'll just be a Renata closeout. Varus Renata go for the priority lane. I don't know what else you could go. I mean, you have to go range support, right? Really? I don't... Really? You know, I don't think they're gonna do it, but I feel like it would be better to send the Galio mid and the Talia support here, actually. I feel like if you're gonna go Varus Galio, you're just losing lane. So are they saying they're gonna swap? Did they pick the Udyr so they could lane swap? That has to be what it is, right? Surely. PSG's trying to go for a lane swap so they can get the Galio out of bot lane. And Udyr's pretty good against lane swaps because he can wave clear with double R. I think PSG have the better comp because Astral has some engage and some disengage, but that's about it. Whereas PSG has disengage and poke, so they're disengaged. Like Talia counters a lot of the entry points that Astral has, and then you have the Varus to deal with champions like the Asol and the Maokai. I also think if PSG is able to get this lane swap off, it's really beneficial for them. Udyr is completely fine in 1v2 setups, and Ozzy's probably one of the better Udyr players in this tournament. The only players at MSI who I would really trust picking Udyr are Ozzy, Keen, and 369. That's about it. Alright, Snake and Ackerman aren't guessing it. They're running bot. Lane swap successful for PSG, so already a huge advantage for them. We'll see what they do with it. No teleport on the Galio. I'm really surprised to see that. Usually when you do lane swap stuff, you like to have more teleports. Alright, so now they know. Oh my gosh, I was just gonna get forced off of his first camp. Oh no, he's so far behind now. Alright, let's see. So PSG ended up losing 1 minion for that. Obviously that's worth, right? Trade 1 minion for the Maokai. Yeah, see, that's why Udyr is so good in 1v2s. He can press double W to sustain through poke, or if he thinks he's gonna get dove, he can press double R to clear the wave. This is the third time that Zalthe has been the target of a lane swap, and his response has always been to go mid like that. Well, it looks like Zalthe this time, no mid gank, running straight body. He's gonna get spotted out on a ward, so Ozzy knows this is coming. He's trying to get his empowered ultimate right now. You can see that yellow bar underneath of his health bar. If that hits red, he should be fine. He needs one auto attack. Alright. Double R or double W? What are we doing? Clearing the wave or trying to live? Okay, he double W, so he's not gonna have wave clear. He needs to survive. He got ignite. He's level 3. He gets the stun under turret. Oh my gosh! Flash out from Jose. Wow, Ozzy really gambled by going double W there, and it worked so far. Even if he dies now, he got so much XP and he stalled so much time. Ignite, flash, and he got like 4 or 5 of those minions. Oh my gosh, wow. Big advantage for PSG. Dude, this is what I'm saying, man. Ozzy's one of the Udyr goats. Man, if that was me, I would have just pressed double R and died, like, on purpose. But Ozzy just ego checked the hell out of them. Double W into a 4-man dive. XP leads across the board. Oh my gosh, look at the Wukong. 35 CS to 20? While this entire thing was happening, Junjo was just power farming. I mean, this is great for the Wukong, because one of the hardest parts about playing Wukong is that you need to find a way to get to level 6 without the game blowing open, so look, check this out. He's gonna hit level 6 off of 3 camps. Maybe he goes Krugs, Raptors, enemy Raptors. Ooh, alternatively, he could do Krugs, Raptors, and then start the grubs, and if he gets 1 grub, that should give him level 6. Yeah, I mean, like, look how much time this Maokai's spending on the dragon. He's gonna be level 4 for a while. He's not even gonna level up from this. Look at the Maokai's XP bar. He's only at the start of level 4. Yeah, the dragon doesn't even take him to 5. Okay, Maple getting engaged on, and he's just dead. But yeah, there it is. Level 6 for Junjo. Yeah, check it out. XP lead for top also. So PSG has XP leads in top and jungle. Maple did end up losing a wave there, so that sucks, but even so, Maple's still even in XP. They're both level 7. Solo kill attempt from Ozzy here. Double Q. Doesn't get it, but Junjo should be able to get this. Give it to Junjo. Give it to Junjo if possible. Ooh, well played by Zolfe actually, but he's still gonna die. Alright, you know, it goes to Talia. That's fine. As long as it goes to not Udyr, it's okay. That's just bleeding even more XP for the Renekton. Look, Ozzy's up over a level. He's at 7.5. Yeah, I feel like PSG's comp is objectively harder to get through early game, and they got through early game even, so they're in the lead right now. You would think that Acel has crazy scaling, but in my opinion, Talia and Wukong match that scaling, for sure. Play bot lane. They're just getting up flash. Woody has flash too, he should be fine. Wukong is here, Wukong has ult. He actually might be able to turn this. Solo kill for Aze, just straight up. Junjo might go for this. If he knows they're in that bush, he could flash ult. He could flash ult. Oh man, if I'm Wukong, I'm doing it. I'm getting at least double flash for that, because Kalista ult's down. Cody has no mana. Maple should be fine. In fact, Cody might die. Wait, he has no mana. I think Maple's gonna trade flashes here. No, okay, he chooses not to. But wow, I'm really surprised Junjo didn't pull the trigger there. Nico used E and Kalista used R, so if he flash ulted, he would have gotten both of their flashes. Let's see, what is Junjo backing for? It better be something good, because he's giving up Grub's priority for this. Ooh, yeah, a completed Sundered Sky. Okay. So where is he going? He's going bot side. Is he trying to contest the dragon? Ooh, the Kalista W didn't spot Junjo there. I mean, like, they know that he's there, but they don't know exactly where. They don't know if he's on the dragon or not.
Is currently saving his TP. I will say though, that top lane is becoming a bigger issue as well. Here comes an engage. No flashes.
Betty, nice cleanse. Dodges the E with it. Double TPs. Both mid laners. Junjo still has flash ult. No flash on Ackerman. That could be a target if he steps up too far. Everybody else has flash. Kalista no ult. Alright, PSG should get the dragon here. Astral kind of has to fight around every objective though. That's the kind of comp they have. They have a bunch of buttons that allow them to go in. And they need to hope that they all land, because if they don't, then PSG wins the extended fight. Like, the further this game goes... Alright, that was a nice kill. Maybe they can go get Rift Herald now. Because they didn't need to use any big cooldowns for that other than Jose Flash, but no ultimates burned. Astral's a very ultimate reliant team and also a very CC reliant team, so a lot of Merc Treads value for PSG, so things could get scary for them the longer this game goes. Also to note, Junjo has yet to use his ultimate a single time, which, you know, I always like to see that on Wukong. I like it when Wukong players value their ultimate a lot, because when you're playing against a Wukong, whenever his ultimate is down, you kind of have your run-of-the-mill for it. Okay, ult onto the Acel taunt. Here comes the ult. Big ult down. Okay, nice. And the Wukong's ultimate will be back up for Dragon. Yeah, that was really good timing, because you can't really capitalize off of the Wukong's ult being down, because if you're Astral and you use your ultimates during this window, then you won't have them for the dragon. So you kind of just need to hold everything. Alright, that kill blew the entire game open. PSG is definitely massively in the lead now. Ooh, the Udyr. They landed the Varus ult. Nico's super low. And Kalista no ult. I think that's good enough. PSG still have Wukong ult. Yeah, they can take this. And if Astral's out stacking Drakes, they're just gonna lose. You already have Merc Treads on Talia, Merc Treads on Udyr, Merc Treads on Galio, Merc Treads on Wukong. Yeah, the Merc Treads are already coming through. Let's see, Bramble Vest on the Maokai. Oh, that's such a gross purchase. I mean, you hate to see it. If you were going to go heel cut, which I don't even think you should, maybe for the Udyr, but not for the Sunder Sky. But if you were to go heel cut, it would need to be an Oblivion Orb, because Udyr and Wukong's healing are both entirely based on target selection, so they can completely ignore their Bramble and just not hit the Maokai. They were never aiming for the Maokai anyway. You're only going for either backline or the Renekton. Yeah, 3 pushing lanes for PSG. See, this is why turrets are so valuable. You can see that all of PSG's turrets are up and Astral has all of their tier 1s down, so you can see a lot of vision issues. Astral's got 2 control wards and that's it, and PSG has a lot of vision pushed into the enemy jungle. Not much left to say with this game. Unless PSG has some kind of monster throw, and we're talking like Wukong blowing his ult for nothing and Talia dying. Like, unless we get something like that, nothing is going to happen. PSG is going to suck up all of the objectives. Alright, so Wei's back in the game for Astral. If you manage to get a single pick, which you do have a very ultimate reliant team, if you manage to get one pick like this, you can turn on Baron because you have a really fast Baron with Ace on Callista. Okay, let's see, do they get anything? No, they can't even kill Betty. Oh no, yeah. Ozzy's unkillable here. Double R, yeah. Alright, that's Baron for PSG. Oh, okay, PSG not going for the Baron, they just want the turret first. Probably turret and then turn back to Baron. I think they have time for both. Oh my gosh, so they're just gonna reset. Okay. But yeah, I mean, if you're Astral, you have to go for this play. There's a nice double stun, but Betty has cleanse. And the magic shield from Galio, but you have to go for this because if you don't get a pick, you're never getting back into the game. They were hoping to kill Betty and then turn on Baron. Now, if you're PSG, I guess going for Baron, I don't know why they didn't. There was 2 dead and 1 person with like less than 100 health, but I guess when you're this far ahead, PSG just doesn't want to throw. They feel like it's not worth the risk. But the problem is that if PSG plays like this against a better team, it's just too slow, and they're giving too many windows for the other team to catch up. Like, imagine you don't take Baron there against, like, BLG or something. 1 pick for BLG to get back in the game and take over. Udyr's not dying here. Alright. Yeah, Udyr's unkillable. Check this out. See how the Udyr has 1,000 health? He's gonna walk up to somebody, press empowered W, auto attack them twice, and he's gonna be back to like 2/3. Look at that, double W from Udyr. He's back 2/3. Yup. That's just Udyr, everyone, and he's full health again. Yeah, there's the empowered E from Udyr just to block the Maokai ultimate. Junja is under Sky, he's not under any threat here. Oh my god, Galio missed the taunt on the Acel. Woody's boosted. Woody flashed into the E, into the Acel E, there's no shot, dude. I feel like the lane swap is super obvious and they just didn't predict it, but I mean, you can't go Renekton into Udyr, that's just never a pick that's going to work out for you. I know that Zolfe plays a lot of Aatrox, maybe if you can get Udyr into Aatrox it goes a little bit better, but I mean, the map just completely broke open because of the Udyr. That was like the big catalyst for it, so they need to do something about that. Alright, not a clean game from PSG. They got picked off a couple of times, they played super slow for no reason. Gave Astral a couple more fights than they should have gotten. But you know what, at the end of the day, 14k gold lead and a win where they were never behind, so seems like they're just the better team. Talia first pick for Astral. Wait, why would you ban Azir if you're gonna pick Talia? Varus again. The Callista didn't work for Astral the first time because PSG just swapped out of it. Really? We're going Ahri into Talia. Okay, I don't know about that one. Let's see, what does Astral go here? Lee Sin down, Sejuani down. Cassante blind. Okay. Wait, Rumble is open. Don't PSG just pick Rumble here? I mean, if you pick Wukong, Rumble's getting banned.
I think it really depends on this.
Why don't you just pick Rumble? Like, you see their top laner, like this. Alright, Wukong lock in. Let's see, Udyr ban. If I'm PSG, I'm probably banning Draven ban. Okay, there's Draven ban. And there's the Rumble ban. Okay, yeah, I feel like PSG should have picked Rumble on 3. Aatrox into Cassante is a good matchup. Renekton into Cassante is a handshake. I would like to see the Aatrox. Aatrox is spicy. Twisted Fate is fine. Xayah Rakan. Alright, they're saying they want a lane swap because Xayah Rakan is a pretty weak lane, especially in the... Wait, why would you pick Xayah into Varus at all? Like, even if you're dodging the lane, isn't that terrible compositionally later? That's the same mistake that Fnatic made. Wait, PSG can just pick a poke support here. What can they go? Karma would be good. Don't go Renata. Pick a poke champion, Woody. Alright, Renata. They're just going for strong lane. I don't know. So Straw's definitely going for a lane swap. I think Twisted Fate is relatively fine into lane swaps usually. Minion demat, 3-point skew. Doesn't matter if you get set behind because you have ultimate. Still gonna beat Cassante inside later anyway. So Straw, right now they have their bot lane bot and their top lane top. Xayah is staying in Tribe Rush. Flash? Flash trade? Ooh, nice charm! Man, Woody's boosted. Your team gave you a perfect CC chain and you were still slow in the queue. Come on, man. Alright, so we've got bot lane versus bot lane. Favors PSG. E-start on Ahri means Talia just has shove. Yeah, Woody kind of fucked his mid laner, huh? Alright, so Woody's already lost his team one lane. Let's see what happens next. Like, man, even if you have to flash for it, don't you just flash Q? Guarantee the kill? I mean, now that PSG has no lane swap, they just have winning bot and winning top, so 2 strong sides. The only reason why the strong bot lane is prior right now is because PSG was late to lane. Charm lands, Sakota's just dead. Alright, first blood. Punish the no flash. I mean, pretty much as soon as these 2 bot lanes reset and spend any kind of gold, PSG's bot lane is going to have prior for the rest of the game. See, Ozzy gonna stack 2 waves, and then look to poke Cassante out of lane, so Cassante has to TP back. We'll see if Jose does anything about it. I see some on the way pings on top of the Twisted Fate, so maybe Jose's looking top to stop Ozzy from getting a clean reset. Dude, Maple has not missed a charm this game. He's like 5 for 5. Alright, so Cody's still no flash. Oh my gosh, he lands another charm, dude. Maple's smurfing. Ackerman top lane. 3 people top lane, all they get is Ghost from Ozzy.
But now I'm just like looking at the way, like if PSG can play their game.
Knockup landed. Ignite. I mean, they get a kill, but it doesn't mean anything. Ghost popped by Zothve, but Junja's here. Junja didn't need to flash there. Zothve already used W and E, and Wukong's ultimate gives movement speed on cast, so definitely did not need a flash. Could have just ulted and caught up and got the knockup, but it's fine. Kill secure. But see, that's a kill that actually does something, because not only did you save your top lane, but you also got the wave shoved and you got a plate. Those are the types of kills that actually change the game. Also, clearly Junja has not watched the Psychopathic Poro Wukong streams, because if he did, he would know that that is not how you're supposed to clear your camps. You're supposed to lead with Q and then E. E creates 3 instances of damage, and every instance of damage resets the Q cooldown by 0.5 seconds. Dude, this is why I hate watching Wukong in pro plays, because none of the pro players actually know how to mechanically play Wukong. It pisses me off so much. Well, it doesn't piss me off that much, but it does get on my nerves a little bit. Like, the amount of pro players that I have to watch play Wukong who don't Q buffer with their ultimate and don't clear their camps properly it's kind of annoying, a little bit. Let's see, Junja has ult. What is he gonna do? E ult or EQ ult? Nope. He didn't Q buffer with the ultimate. But man, like how our challenger player is not Q buffering with Wukong. Well, like he casted Q first and then ult. You don't have to do that. You can tap Q and R. Okay, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, you can tap Q and R on Wukong at the same time and then cast your ultimate before your Q goes off. And it just means that you get a faster ultimate off. Double summoners popped for Ozzy. So they have a pressure point in top lane. They can maybe try to pressure that for a dive.
Several visits up to this Cassante, and this fight's not over.
Don't just Sundered Sky, he's fine here. Yeah, he's even gonna go back in. Alright, this Wukong's like 5-0 or 6-0 or something. Okay, so yeah, check out what Junja does here. He's gonna press Q and then press R. And he's gonna do it again. He pressed Q first and then pressed R again. Sundered Sky BS item? I don't think so. I don't think Sundered Sky is the problem. I think the problem is that players don't play around it. Like, what happens is that people walk up to somebody with Sundered Sky, get hit by it, see the massive heal, and they go, oh shit, he heals so much, and then they run away. And then what happens is that every single person on the team will just individually do that. Which means that the person who has Sundered Sky ends up proccing it multiple times in the same fight, but in reality, all of the healing on Sundered Sky is up front, so once Wukong procs Sundered Sky on you, for the next 6 seconds, you're free to just stand there and be menacing, and the Wukong won't heal off of you at all, and you can just zone him off from touching anybody else. And then all of a sudden, the item's just a worse version of Divine Thunderer.
They've just been in the right position so often that the fight kind of wins.
Dude, Maple's playing really well. He's drawn a fair amount of pressure this game. And he's landed pretty much all of his charms. Yeah, I mean, like, check this out. They went for a play on Maple. Maple doesn't die. They got Rift Herald, and they're going to get mid-turret. See, but that's my GOAT right there. Woody with the 16 gold lead. Alright, we're getting a play from Cody here. He's just going to get one shot. Junja, man, what are you doing? He pressed Q and stood there for like a full half second before pressing R as CBA. Alright, PSG, what's the play? Are we waiting for Dragon Soul? I know PSG is over there like, guys, if we get that Dragon Soul and then the Baron plus Elder, there's no way we can lose. Alright, Estrell's making another play. Oh, stun missed on Betty. Betty ulted out of the fight though, maybe he dies. Betty does a flash though, he's fine. Betty doesn't even flash, wow, balls of steel. Wow. That is impressive that Betty holds flash. Nice Q from Woody. Alright, there's the ace. 20-minute Baron, okay.
Twisted Fate can just ult in, get a little bit of extra CC, and complete the ace. Now PSG with the Baron into pushing.
Wait, the Zai is dead. What happened? Hello? Are we gonna get to see a replay or?
Stepping into those side bushes, putting the control wards down, Ackerman's forced away, and Cody just dies because they were looking for a play, but they can't find it. Zoe under the tower, Cyclone's not gonna get the.
Alright, Junja, nice ultimate. We solo ulted the unstoppable Cassante. Alright, so in conclusion, Junja has the most fraudulent 11-0 I've ever seen in my entire life. Alright, pretty easy series for PSG. They will rematch up against FlyQuest. I think FlyQuest is going to win that one. PSG just play way too slow. Alright, so let's go over the first mistake that pro play junglers do when they play Wukong, which is they max E second. Alright, so let's look at what you get when you max E versus maxing W. Obviously you Q max first. Going Q max is like super needed. You get the armor pen. But E max, alright. You get a damage increase, attack speed increased by 20%, and your cooldown goes from 10 seconds to 7 seconds, so a cooldown reduction of 3 seconds. Alright, let's see what happens when you max W. Cooldown from 22 to 14. Are you going to tell me that that is not just like insanely more valuable than an E max? Like, it should always be a W max when you're playing this champion. Like, what should I do? Should I get 2 seconds off of my W? Or should I get 0.75 seconds off of my E? And also, you need to think about like what you're using in fights, right? Like when you're playing Wukong, you're only using your E once in fights realistically. You're using it to start the fight. But if you can get your W twice in a fight, that's game changing. Like with the items that Wukong gets, he ends up getting some ability haste. His W goes down to like 7 or 8 seconds. If you can get 2 Ws off in a fight, that is so strong. So, in my opinion, you should always W max. Some pro players W max. Kanavi started doing it, but most Wukong pro players max E. Really frustrating. Okay, so ultimate combo. You'll see pro players tend to do 2 things. Well, you'll see them do 2 different things. They'll W4 to start the engage, and then they'll just start it, right? And then they'll Q, and then they'll ult again, and then they'll Q again, right? So that's like the usual engage that pro players will go for that you'll see. There's 2 problems with that engage. The first one is that if you W in to start your engage, the odds that you can get 2 ultimates off before you get 1 shot is very low, because you don't have W to reposition, right? What you would want to see instead, if they're in this position, is you'd actually want to see them flash engage, and then ult, because then they can use their W to reposition their ultimate a second time. It's just much more value in fights. If you have both flash and W up on Wukong, and you're looking to start engage, you should start it with flash, not W. The second problem that pro players make, and the bigger one in my opinion, is that they don't buffer their Q in their ult. So let me show you what I mean. So Wukong's Q counts as a ranged attack, right? I mean, it's coded as like melee, but it's a really far range. You can see like how long this range is, right? And the way that auto attacks work is that once you use them, you can't cancel them. Like once the auto attack goes through, it's too far to be canceled. So if I Q and then flash, I don't know if you saw that, but my flash went through before the Q went through, right? Even though I flashed out of range of the auto attack, once the auto attack goes through, you can't cancel that shit. Like, it's gonna happen. So you can use the same logic with your ultimate. Once you get your Q through, you can ult. Did you see that? Look, I'm gonna prep my Q. My ultimate goes through before the Q does. But you can get your ult off before you get the Q off, and this is what pro players never do. So they're losing out on a lot of damage and a lot of speed. So like, you can prep the Q super early. You see that? See how fast that is? See how fast that engages compared to what pro players do? That's what a Wukong engage should look like. And when you do it like that, not only do you get your ult out faster, plus the Q damage, what ends up happening is that you get the Q armor shred on the first charge of your ult. Then because every single time a damage instance comes through, it reduces the Q down on your Q, or the Q down. It reduces the cooldown on your Q. What ends up happening is that your Q is going to reset from your ult. You can do the combo again, and then you can Q a 3rd time. So your full combo will end up getting 3 Qs in instead of 2. And you can ult without any delay. So that's what pro players need to engage like. And then the other problem that you'll see with Wukong, this is the other one that really bothers me, is that pro players love to run up to their camp, press E, and then start clearing it, right? But you can see like what I was saying, like look at the Q, look every time I auto attack, the cooldown on my Q is gonna go down, right? You can see it. 6, 4, 3, 1. It's actually faster to just walk up to the camp, auto Q, and then E. Did you see that? Do you see how fast my Q resets? Q, look at the cooldown. I'm gonna press E. Bam. Do you see how much that gave me back? It gave me back 1.5 seconds. It's so much faster. Like, when you clear with Wukong, what you should do is Q, E, W. Like that. That's how you actually min-max how fast your Q is coming up. Alright, so there you go. Those are the multiple things that pro play Wukongs do, or that pro play Wukongs don't do that you should be doing, that just really grind my gears whenever I watch a Wukong play. And now you all know too, and you'll never be able to unsee it.